coming
Friday
to you live
from New York City.
Yeah, the Friday thing, honestly, at first I was like, it's going to be great because we're all loose end of the week. But it's actually like, it's just the whole week is on you. We're good?
Oh, okay.
You know.
Hi.
We're good now? Okay, great. Were we muted before? No worries. All good. Welcome to Boys Club Live. Here we are. Exciting day.
Great day to be here.
Great day to be here.
Great day to be in Brooklyn, New York, shooting a live stream.
Sunny. Great vibes.
We're getting to BTS.
BTS is coming in. Okay, we have a packed show, a really fun show today. I'm just going to go through the agenda really quickly, and then we can jump on into it.
Jump on in.
We have Blake Finucane is going to come on and talk to us about art and the art market. So if anyone's looking to buy, I don't know.
Could be you.
And then we're going to have our first, I think, a non-guest on this live stream, at least the live stream, Phantom Bets on X. Their bio says full-time gambler, part-time winner. They're going to tell us about...
Honestly, I want to steal that. That's so good. That is so good.
They're going to tell us about... there was a lot of drama that went down around the Nobel Prize Poly Market, and they've done some investigation. They're going to tell us about that. And then Sam Cole from 404 Media, journalist.
I'm so excited to have her on.
Excited.
I feel like not nervous to talk to her. I think she's going to be wonderful. But like, she's a journalist.
Totally.
She's a journalist.
Totally.
And like, I just want her to know, I know I'm not a journalist.
I'm not. Yeah, totally.
Like, I want to be like, I've, there's like this conversation around like journalist versus entertainer.
Yeah.
But then it's weird to be like, no, I'm an entertainer because I don't even think
I'm hilarious.
So I'm just like, I have sometimes I go live on Twitter. Is how I feel.
I love that. 404 Media is an incredible.
If you guys are not subscribers to 404 Media, an error has been made. You can reconcile it right now.
Totally.
It's some of like the best reading I do all week.
Yeah, genuinely. The best reporting on the internet.
Lots of New York Times folks.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about it with her.
And then Parker Shea Patriot is going to come on, lead consumer partnerships at Base. Parker, friend
of the pod, friend of Boys Club.
Yeah. And
she was number one. She was day number one.
She was day number one. Yeah.
I remember Thanksgiving 2021.
Yeah.
She was like, I want in on this.
Yeah.
And you and I were like, on what?
So really excited to catch up with her. She's going to talk to us about, she's got a lot that she sent us a very long text that was like, here are the things that I want to talk about.
Absolute range.
A range. So it goes from Gen Z investing habits through to fertility and trad wifedom, which is honestly like starting to become a segment on the show. We are covering it now every week, different versions of different interpretations of trad wifedom. So that's the show for today. Before we get into it, a couple shout outs to our friends, our sponsors, Polygon. If you've touched crypto in any way, chances are you've already used Polygon. It's the chain quietly powering a bunch of stuff that actually works, that people actually use, like Stripe's crypto payments, betting on poly markets, prediction markets, and a bunch more. Thank you so much, Polygon, for supporting this live stream.
We love you.
Are so appreciative. And then the second partner here, I'm going to just bring this up on stage for a moment. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Big key.
That's a sexy landing page.
Look at this. And
wow,
and
cool.
It like slides up. BitKey is a hardware wallet. And it's honestly like the coolest hardware wallet that I've seen in a long time, ever, maybe. It has the way that it's set up is that you have it's a multi-sig, but you need 2 of 3 things to make a transaction. One thing is your phone, one thing is the hardware wallet, and then the other thing is in the cloud. So it's really clever the way it works, and it's like fingerprint activated, and it's really cool. We've
very cool. It's of the hardware wallets, it has the most aesthetic vibe.
Yeah, very chic.
Very chic.
Very chic. And if you lose it, there's like all sorts of backup.
You can find it.
You can still get in. I always think of the guy. Have you ever heard the story of the guy who lost his hardware wallet or like seed phrase around his Bitcoin.
Yes.
And he
know
knew it was in a landfill and has been spending millions of dollars to dig
Try to
up
find it because
try and
it's
find
worth
it.
like hundreds of millions. Of
Totally.
dollars. Yeah.
I think recently he gave it up.
I mean,
I know it's so sad
it's
though.
so sad.
It's so sad.
I actually like. There's a few things I can't think about.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hear them?
Yeah.
One is this type of thing, like losing your seed phrase.
Yeah. Totally.
Losing a big amount of money.
Totally.
Like I have not even like, oh, I missed the boat and I didn't invest. No, you invested. An error has happened and you don't have access to it.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can't think about. The other thing I can't think about, space. Don't like thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about that.
None of your business.
None of my business. Absolutely. I don't feel that way about the bottom of the ocean for some reason. That's different for me. And then the third thing is eternity.
Yeah.
Also don't like that.
Yeah. Well, it makes us feel quite small.
Well, it also, I'm trapped.
Oh.
Both in space and in eternity, I'm trapped.
Wow, we're going down an interesting avenue here with today's podcast. Another thing that I don't want to think about is the market.
I don't want to think about that. It's red.
Bad.
It's red.
Like I woke up. I think that's why I've been in such a weird mood this morning because I woke up and I looked.
I haven't looked. Should I look?
No.
Okay.
Everything is down bad.
What's Bitcoin at?
Except for gold. Gold's
up.
Gold's up. All time high. I think yesterday. And
I'm going out and selling my necklaces.
Like, hey, some necklaces. There was this like quite chilling. Well, hold on. Let me just pull this up so that we can see all the red here.
Not good. You should zoom it in.
182 billion lost from the crypto market in the last 18 hours. So that's tough. I will say, I got on Hyperliquid. I'm new to Hyperliquid over the past week. I've been playing around with it and have been doing my first longs and shorts. My first longs. I haven't done shorts.
Okay, she's a believer.
Well,
she's
I feel
so
like
bullish.
It's just like there's something.
It appears you should have done some shorting.
No, clearly,
yeah.
There's just something like, and I've a couple times been like, oh, maybe, but there's something that feels really spiritually like
incorrect
about shorting something. There's a tension.
But that's hedging your bet. Like I know
totally. It's illogical.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's something that feels spiritually bankrupt about shorting anything.
Whoa.
I know.
That's a stance to take.
I haven't been able to do it, but I should have. Have you shorted?
I've not shorted. I've not really actually, not with my own money.
Okay.
I've told someone to take a short position and watch them do it.
Nice.
I do have to say I posted on this weekend. I was at a friend's house. They made me breakfast and a latte. It was wonderful. And then we were looking at Hyperliquid and I posted a video of it. And I was like, brunch with these people means cardamom buns and perps. And I typoed, which I typo all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've decided as an adult, I don't have to care.
Totally.
And I said prep instead of perps.
Oh, yeah. That's a different thing.
A few people wrote me and they were like, it's perps. And I'm like, I'm not that fucking stupid. Okay. Like they thought they didn't realize it was a typo or they were trying to be nice. Both people who wrote me are very good friends. So I think they were looking out.
Yeah.
And like, but I was like, guys, it was a typo.
Well, also PrEP is a HIV medication too.
Yeah.
So
it was a video of Hyperliquid. I don't think people thought it was literally.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, markets down. These two images that I put in the newsletter this week of people queuing to buy gold. I don't know, just something about it.
I will say that's in New York.
No, this is in Sydney, and then this one here is in Hong Kong.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Why?
There's just like a whole sentiment about New Yorkers being willing to line up for anything. So it's no signal at all if you see someone waiting in line in New York, I guess is the sentiment.
I get that.
Okay. I think we should do draft tweets and then I think we should bring on our first guest.
Great.
My draft tweet is I feel mixed about screenshots from I have a belief if you're going to screenshot something and post it, you need to get permission from that person.
Okay. Like in a chat. Yeah.
Or
screenshotting a chat.
Or they need to be anonymized. But we have a very funny group chat with somebody. It's you, me, and another person. And it's a constant form of entertainment for me. and she sent a tweet,
Mhm.
and it's Alec Baldwin crashes Range Rover into tree in the Hamptons,
Mhm.
and it's him on his phone, and
Yeah.
it's a few other images.
Yeah.
And she says her caption to that was, "He was reading Feed Me," which I thought was so funny. I just died. So I wanted to post that, but then I thought I'm gonna hold off on.
Well, you could
I could ask her.
You could ask.
But I do ask her a lot. I do post screenshots from this group chat a lot,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was just giving it a beat.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know. Okay, what about you?
I have one that I have had in the drafts for a while, and you told me not to send, and I'm just going to read it out. And I still don't have to send it, but naming my twins mergers and acquisitions.
Oh,
That one's still- one's still
I think
waiting.
it's a very good tweet for the record. I
Okay,
think it's a very good.
Thanks,
Tweet. Okay, Blake
come on up.
Finucane, you're welcome
Sure.
to look at all my peppers.
in case I get parched.
Hi, Blake Finucane.
How's it going?
It's so great to be here. I feel very special and honored and
Wow, look at your eyes.
The blue brings it
Incredible.
out.
oh my, I will say it's a new fleece. I got it yesterday
Oh,
at the Sandy Liang store.
Okay, can I get a price check on that?
wow. Oh, that's
I just
Um
oh,
no,
okay,
you can't.
okay,
No,
okay.
you can't.
Give me a band. Give me a high low. In between, like, okay, I
Over,
will,
under,
let
over,
me
under.
Suggest
okay, yeah, over under.
over 600,
About that.
about 600.
Yeah. And
Okay.
we're talking USD, so CAD, we don't even want to go there.
CAD would be
That would be
30%
30%
more.
Yeah. With the
Oh my
3%
gosh, wait.
upcharge on the old credit cards.
You
so.
got it. Crypto solves for that, I believe.
The creator
Like,
economy, here we are. Crypto
Okay, wait,
does
wait.
solve for that.
It does solve for that. 3% on every
It's
transaction.
killer. Yeah, I know. I don't.
No, well, do you get that like refunded by your credit card?
No, you do not get that refunded. They
Okay, I think
kill
some
you on
I think
that.
some credit card
Wait,
companies do
is that a
refund.
Canadian thing?
What?
3%?
Well, it
You're
doesn't ma-
paying an additional 3%?
Yeah, for every. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect. For every, like, if I'm in Europe, if I'm anywhere outside of Canada, I get charged 3%. And then I noticed in Scandinavia when I was there a couple months ago, they do
Okay,
an
what's your-
extra 3%.
What's your bank? An extra 3%?
6%?
What is my bank? Toronto Dominion TD, and
Okay,
I saw
Toronto
their
Dominion
flagship.
Needs to that.
Get there or
Yeah, that doesn't work.
I
stable
think
coins.
it's
Stable coins. Stable coins. Okay,
I
wait. I have
know.
a question for you. Recent photographs were leaked this week of Katy Perry and
Oh,
Justin Trudeau.
yeah.
I want to know your opinion.
Okay.
Well,
So,
actually-
and I'll tell you what, Kate said to me, my dear friend Kate said, Blake, do not talk about Canadian politics on this live stream.
love that you talk about
And
Canadian
she
politics.
goes,
too. It's
every
my-
time
it's my
you're
time to
on,
learn."
she says, don't talk about Canadian politics. And I'll just say for the record, I got asked about them.
No, I will say we goat you.
We-
I want to know.
I want to be
yeah.
educated.
I don't know why I keep, excuse the term, leaning in.
Yeah, I think you might need to.
I need to lean back.
You can do whatever you
but
want.
move the mic. We can't hear it. Can't
You
hear
got to
it.
lean. You actually do need to lean in.
Lean in.
We're gonna pull the mic towards you.
I can do that. It's a bit of a.
A little straddle situation.
That seems
Okay. Yeah, it is. I didn't want to say the word straddle. It
This-
is.
I feel as though you're not
going
gonna like that shot. So I think Michael, do you want to come
Oh my gosh, I see it. Here, I'll do this.
to the rescue?
Sound
Oh, there we
Gorgeous.
go.
Nice.
As the first guest, it's always like this.
Look at
Perfect.
that. Now you
Um,
have plenty of time to think about Canadian.
Listen, okay. I hate it. I hate
Katy Perry. Okay.
I hate it. It's just like, I think everyone should be finding love. No problem there. I hate the couple. I will say, in terms of something, this isn't my official shill, but Xavier Trudeau, which is Justin Trudeau's son on TikTok, is iconic. He just started his rap career.
Okay.
Whoa.
He is 17 years old,
Okay.
based in Ottawa, our nation's capital. And if that isn't worth a follow, I'm not sure what is. So, and he's underfollowed. So in terms of like a person to follow,
Uh-huh.
that's your guy.
That's your
Okay.
guy.
Yeah, I don't, but I just want JT to kind of like chill for a second.
Okay,
and he's
take a
not
beat.
doing that.
Take a beat.
Yeah,
Blake, do you have a draft tweet to share with us?
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
So my draft tweet.
Oh, from memory.
She's got it. She's
Yeah,
got it
oh,
etched
yeah,
in.
yeah. Oh, no. And so my draft tweet is, I recently learned that both Jack Harlow and French Montana are 6'3".
Oh my God.
Thus,
Wait.
thus their careers make much more sense to me in terms of their success.
100%. 100. Wait, that's the draft tweet?
Correct.
You must send it.
I didn't want, to be honest, I didn't want people coming after
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm
That
like,
she doesn't want stands or
exactly,
that.
which I'm like, is there such
I
thing as
don't
a
think- I
French
don't-
Montana stand? I'm not sure. But like, there certainly are Jack Harlow stands. And like, listen,
Me.
honestly,
Listen. I feel you would be too.
I am
Okay. Thank
in
you.
the sense of like him,
Uh-huh.
but like the music is tough.
I mean, Dua Lipa, that's a great song.
That's not the song I would be picking.
That's number one.
That's
Anyway,
a
we should
great-
move on from this. But I
Yeah.
will say, I never got the Jack Harlow thing.
Until you saw him in person.
And then I was like, wow, it's all it takes.
Exactly. So,
Mm.
and French Montana is marrying one of the like main Dubai princesses.
Really?
Yeah, like this got announced like a month ago, and I'm like, he
Yeah, I
is-
saw that photo. I don't know
Yeah.
if that speaks to his height. I don't know what that
I
speaks to,
think
but
it-
I don't think it speaks to.
Really?
I don't know. That was kind of a haunting photo, honestly.
Oh, really? Like in a,
Yeah.
in a
I mean,
negative
spooky
way.
season
No,
is.
it was like there was just like there was a lot of like there was
Yes.
a lot of
Oh,
yeah.
I saw.
Yeah,
I did see
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Whoa, it was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations to everyone.
Love is
involved.
love.
Love,
Totally.
is
Everyone.
love is love. What's his
Yeah.
face? The musical guy. Can't stand him. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. What's his name? No,
Oh
we keep
my
guessing.
gosh! And
no,
I'll tell you this:
Hamilton.
Macklemore.
Oh,
Lin-Manuel
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Could not.
What?
Who does? Who? No
Cannot-
one likes him. That's
What?
it.
She likes him.
He's a talent. No, I've
Yeah,
never
he's
seen
a talent.
Hamilton.
He's a talent, but he's super irritating. Anyway,
Okay.
moving on.
Moving
Tell us
on.
about the art market.
Okay. Well, I want to preface this by saying I did bring my phone because there are some numbers that I do want to
You're-
share just
okay.
in terms of
Also, I just want to give a little context for folks
Sure.
for you and your expertise in the art
Sure.
market. You are an art historian.
I am an art historian. And I studied that for about 10 years of my life. And my specialty was always the intersection between economics and the art market, hence me getting into crypto and NFT. So it was like a really perfect transition. And obviously, crypto, in terms of transparency, solves a lot of problems there. I'm also a crypto investor. I ran an NFT fund. So in terms of my intersections, they're vast and
They're
they
there.
continue to get intertwined. The big thing about the art market in general is that there's very little official data because most things are done behind closed doors. So when you're really looking at the art market, there's several indicators and the numbers don't really tell the whole story. So the first thing that I want to say is overall auction results in terms of the actual amount that has been sold is down 10% in the first half of this year compared to last year. And many people are using the term free fall. So if you're looking for a positive story to
Not finding
really
it here.
level
Okay.
off of crypto, that's not going to be it. The other thing before you jump in is fine art auction sales are down 41% from 2022.
Okay,
Ooh, okay.
please.
Well, I figured that this was going to be the
Yeah,
update
yeah.
because I recently went to a dinner, sat across from a few people. I will not name the names of these auction houses, but one
Mhm.
of them was like, yeah, my entire digital art sector, entire team laid off.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, that's a bearish signal for digital art.
Wait, sorry. Is this digital art or is this
This is
the whole
all
market?
public,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right. Okay.
public auction records, art
Okay.
sales at auction, because that's the only thing that's actually going to get strong hard numbers for us.
Yeah.
I will say though, what's been really interesting is that most auction houses are talking about moving more online. So as much as digital art sales, Christie's shut down their digital art division last month as well.
Yeah.
Now they're calling it like a repurposing, like they're moving it over and just combining it. Who
Okay.
knows what that means?
What that means is that there's one guy left on the team and he's getting reincorporated to the rest of the team.
Fair enough. And the other thing is a lot of the big traditional galleries are closing. So like every single month, a couple are
Oh
closing.
no.
And what they're really saying is that's like a combination. Real estate is impossibly expensive in New
Yeah.
York and LA. You also have the expectations of like what a new artist is supposed to be selling for if you're a new artist and your show and like your this is my reference that your new work is selling for $250K a pop, like that is genuinely unsustainable. People are not interested in that anymore. And if a dealer wanted, like the expectations was to sell 100% through of your show, now 60% sell through is like considered incredible. I think another thing.
So wait, it used to be 100 and
now
now
it's like 60 is a success. What we're seeing is if you're more agile, excuse the tech terms, if you're more agile, if you're a smaller team, you're actually doing better. So where the opportunities is, are you finding like a new artist that's a forgotten artist, or someone that hasn't really been discovered from, say, the abstract expressionist era, or like a new young artist that is represented by a smaller gallery where you're selling for 40 to 80K for a painting? That's going to be where the real sweet spot is, which is considered smaller, cheaper, quote unquote.
I think I'm in the wrong tax bracket for this conversation. But
I mean, you are in Williamsburg.
Are you is your hypothesis like recession indicator? Like people just don't have more disposable income? Like what's your thought?
I think, bless you. We
have a 9-year-old in the studio today with us, so that's what's going on there.
And sneezing happens to oh, Miranda's here. I didn't even see her. Hello. Oh, and hi, Oscar. So normally, as it's understood, the art world is quite a lagging indicator. So it actually takes a while. So, you know, when everyone's like, okay, like gold is at an all-time high, even like the crypto markets beside this month have had like a very, very good year. Art kind of is slower to be impacted. So what people are saying and what we're seeing is it will probably, people are like, quote unquote, hopeful for 2026 as kind of the economy and interest rates go lower. Another thing I think is really interesting that I thought the audience and my two favorite people might appreciate is another kind of hard number that's interesting to look at is loan rates. So a lot of people are actually loaning and collateralizing their artwork. And the financialization of artwork, of course, has gone on like since the Renaissance era. But the numbers are interesting in the sense that, what do I have here? So loans grew 14% this year.
So when you say loans grew 14%, you're saying individuals who own art and are loaning against it.
Exactly.
That is a 14% increase.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now the reason why would I sell my work if it's going to be down, 40% for the last 3 years when I can get that capital and invest it into real estate, into gold, and you can have the upside there.
Okay.
And what they're also saying is a lot of gallerists are needing to loan their paintings because
same business.
Exactly.
Ooh, okay.
So that's been something, and I think that's a really good number to look at in terms of an indicator of actually like how struggling the art market really is.
Yeah.
I see the loan kind of industry growing and growing. Christie's, Sotheby's, they all offer loans as well. So owners, collectors will go out and shop to see who can actually give you the best loan rate.
Okay.
Can I ask a probably silly question about the gallery business model? So how it works is I own some shop or like retail location. I get artists in to show and I'm taking 10%? 50% off of every sale that happens within the gallery of the artist that I'm commissioning.
And obviously a lot of gallerists take
50%.
Yeah, a lot of gallerists take advantage. So like I could tell you that you're the artist. I could tell you I sold your work for 10K and give you 2K and said I sold it for 4. Most like it's so secretive and it really thrives on that because that's the only way you can really maintain markets. It's a very corrupt market, which again, crypto solves that or some of it.
Because of the transparency.
Exactly.
Of, like,
and artists getting taken advantage of. What we've also seen is there's some more joint mergers between, or that's not the right word, but some partnerships between smaller galleries and bigger galleries. Pace, Hauser, and Worth have done partnerships with smaller galleries. So they take on their artists and they don't need to they can hedge their bets in a bigger way because they can show artists, they can take 50% from, like, they combine for the 50% with a smaller gallery, and that can they can expand their business in that
Okay.
way.
Man, 50%.
Yeah.
Is there like a D2C movement for the
Yes.
artists?
What we've been noticing,
Yeah, we.
us, the collective we, vous in French, of course, is that a lot of, or some artists have been going directly to like artist management groups, and they're the ones that are selling. They're the ones that are dealing with galleries, or they're the ones that are selling directly to.
Okay.
Okay. And artist
collectors.
management groups like a CAA?
No, like specifically like small boutique,
Okay.
specifically artist managers that would be only
Okay.
for the art world versus
Okay.
like a larger media
Okay.
entertainment.
That doesn't really feel like it fixes that just feels like adding another middleman in. To the
Yes,
situation.
or if you go to direct to galleries, then they might feel like they have more control, or you can just call it like a different issue that's really the same issue.
But the galleries are saying like, we have the distribution people come in and
Exactly.
we're legitimizing you. We can make it so that you can charge
And-
the price that
and
you
the big
want
art fairs are where a lot of business is done.
Mhm.
It can cost $250K to get into Art Basel
as an artist,
as a gallery.
as a gallery.
And you're not going to get in as a single artist. You have to be represented by a gallery to go in there.
Okay.
It's very hard to qualify to be on the gallery grounds floor
Mm.
or in Art Basel Miami, wherever. And any of the big art fairs, those would be the biggest, Frieze in London, these types of things. And so it's really, really hard to break in as an artist. The other thing I thought, because some more numbers, is that the actual number of transactions is up significantly since 2016. So that means that more people are buying art, but for lower prices. And the other thing that I wanted to say is that luxury categories in general have like skyrocketed
Mm.
Okay.
outside of art. So we're talking purses, bags, jewelry.
Fleeces.
I know. And it's like, oh, the millennials like spending their money in dumb ways. And like, and it's like, if my mom asked me how much this cost, I would lie to her.
Would you?
Of course.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, my father. So yeah, it's a 30% increase. So like, you're like Birkins and Chanel's are seen as investment vehicles, and 25 almost % of new buyers entering into Christie's, Sotheby's, Phillips, whatever it is, are interested in those categories.
Mm.
Whoa.
So I think because art is seen as such, and like is seen way more as an unattainable asset, particularly if you're entering into like a 250K
yeah.
painting, that 2 years from now may be worth 40. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what-
Okay.
and the liquidity on a Birkin is going to be like significantly more.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, again, I think the market is as manipulated as any other market,
Yeah.
but it's more attainable.
Okay.
And you can like wear it and post on TikTok in a way, like the storytelling for people is so much easier, I would say.
Oh, this is going to play nicely into our conversation with Parker, where we're talking about Gen Z investment
Yeah.
strategies, but also buy now, pay later, and
Yes.
like that,
Mhm.
why that has taken off, and like the insane debt.
I've
that
never
young
done
people-
that PS.
Me neither.
So
But-
when I'm buying my luxury purchases, okay, I'm paying
Cash.
all
all in.
CD.
exactly. So just for the side note, I'm not trying to go into debt for any of this stuff.
I was going to ask you something about. Are you seeing any shows while you're here?
Like any
Art
Broadway
shows?
shows?
Are you going? No. Sorry.
okay.
Like, are you going to the galleries at all?
Yes, I'm gonna go to the Frick just because I'm really excited to see the renovation.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna do MoMA, the Met, and Brooklyn. So
Okay.
one a day, hopefully.
Okay.
Max.
Maybe
or
tomorrow,
minimum.
instead of, we can do Ghani, but then maybe we go to the galleries in Chelsea.
I would love that.
I think that'd be fun to do with you.
I'd love that.
Chill minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what we do with our guests. We have
Mhm.
60 seconds. You can chill anything you want. Anything you want for 60 seconds.
Uh-oh.
And do you have something in mind?
Yeah, it's more of an abstract thing.
Great.
Yes.
Okay.
That totally works.
Okay, great.
I'm going to start. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Go.
Okay, my idea for the chill was, the big thing is asking for what you want and making sure that you ask clearly for what you want and knowing what you want and not being afraid of asking for it, whether that's sliding into a DM, going up to someone, being very clear with yourself as to, okay, this is really important to me. This is what I'm needing. and communicating that clearly to people. And I think being in New York, show like people are just communicating directly left, right, and center here. And the power of that, I think, being Canadian, being a woman, all these things, it's a beautiful reminder that really has so much power in terms of getting where you want to go. And as Natasha said yesterday, closed mouths do not get fed.
Mhm.
That's a Miranda. That's Mirandaism.
That was Miranda. And so that I think is a beautiful reminder, and it's a reminder to myself as well.
And
I
that's your
love an
minute.
inspirational chill. That was
Perfectly
beautiful.
timed.
Great
A
job.
sort of self-help themed
Oh,
show. No, but it's great.
no.
No, I think we need.
Okay.
We need it. We needed
need
it.
self.
I need
that's more of
help.
and it's more of like a trying to inspire myself to do
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
particularly in the city where dreams come true.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's you have a little confronting around your Canadian maybe.
Ism.
And you two, I
passiveness.
think, are a beautiful example, and you two endlessly inspire me. But
Oh,
how you two operate and clearly communicate, and being around you is always a gift. And how
That's
you
so
guys
kind,
do
Liz.
that is beautiful. And so yeah, just telling myself and
Is there
anyone
anything you
else
need right now?
any no, just the matcha, which I have, so it's perfect.
Great.
Can you imagine? She's like, and this really sets me up nicely to
ask. Yeah, no
Um,
subtext there.
I would love it if you had an ask. Okay, Blake, you're the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome to hang out as long as you want.
Okay, amazing.
We love-
I
we
might
love
be
it.
heading to the fridge.
Oh, great. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that.
Okay, while we get set up for our next,
You have a remote
I have a remote
interview.
dial-in.
Um,
It looks like they have arrived.
Oh, they've arrived.
Great.
Oh, great. Okay.
Couple minutes, no
Couple
problem.
minutes.
Great. Well, that was so interesting. I wish I had any sense of art,
Uh-huh.
you know, like just it's such a fascinating
Totally.
market, I guess. And I feel like I'm so lucky to have Blake as a friend.
I
to,
know.
like, help
It's
us
really
navigate it.
nice. I feel so I was an art history.
Oh yeah, you're a
Major.
gallery girl.
I'm a gallery girl.
Yeah. I always
But
forget
I've
about
really
that.
fallen out.
Yeah,
I've really
yeah,
like
yeah.
that dinner I went to the other night. I was like, everybody was talking about like all the shows they're going to
Yeah.
right now, what they're seeing, what they're liking.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to get back into this.
Yeah.
This is really like nourishing
Yeah.
to be a part of. I think the money of it is very interesting, but I also think like the
Totally. The art of it.
art of it.
Absolutely. So I just want to have a little autism side quest for a second.
Let's go.
And I want to talk to you about the Subway Builder game.
Okay. I've been hearing a lot about this, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, so let me put it up on the stage so you can see it. So I started hearing about this on Twitter,
Okay.
and basically it was like being teased for a while,
Uh-huh.
and now it's come out.
Okay.
And people are saying that they are spending entire days consumed by this game.
Okay.
It's called Subway Builder.
Okay.
And I have it here. I can show it to you. But basically, the premise is it's like a resources game
Okay.
where it's like, okay,
Settlers of Catan-esque.
much more like city planning and logistics.
Wait, what's oh my gosh. Do you know the train board game? Ticket to Ride.
I don't know it, but
Okay.
perhaps.
Perhaps.
It's so it gives you like, here's the population density. It's different US cities.
Okay.
New York City, Boston, blah, blah, blah. And there's probably about 12 or 15 of them. And then it tells you like the population densities of where people live,
Okay.
and then the densities of where people work.
Fun.
And then you're like,
Okay,
you're designing
you're
your
building.
own subway system basically. And you're
Okay.
trying to make the most efficient, like it's a balance of like cost with efficiency.
Okay.
And that's like kind of
Cool.
the purpose of the game. And people are going crazy for it. This tweet here, my entire floor at MIT has just been one-shotted by this Subway Builder game. Literal days have already been lost, but check out my Boston map. And people are like showing off their maps of their subway
Wow.
builds. And I just love it.
I love it too.
I love it.
too. I love people having fun on the internet. I do feel like a draft tweet would be a quote tweet of this and something along the lines of, if I were neurodivergent, this would go so hard.
Totally.
Okay, I'm gonna let you
Great.
Join your friend
Let's
here.
do
I'm
it.
excited to hear it.
Do I need headphones? No worries. Do I need some headphones? Okay. Oh, no. Pause. Pause. No, I can put it.
Kate wastes some time. So here I am. I'm posting to our Twitter. State of the art market. Blake Finucane. Wasn't that a great segment? She's so smart. I can't think of thoughts and prayers.
Great. Wow. This is an incredible interlude. How do I mute myself? I can hear myself in the. An incredible comment here. I don't really enjoy listening to women talking. Do you have any men you can put on the podcast? Well, you are in luck, kind sir. We have a man coming up. Okay, great. Thanks. So glad you tuned into this podcast. Testing. Can you hear me? You can hear me? Great. Okay. Great.
Are we here?
Phantom Bets, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, I can't hear them.
I can hear you.
I can't hear them. I can't hear anything. Just give.
Testing. I could hear you.
Right here. Go to settings. And go to audio. And then it should be headphones.
For speaker? Earpods?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you don't have AirPods in there.
Okay, no, I can just hear myself. Oh. Here. Un momento. While we, yeah, I think so, maybe. Yeah. Do you have any men to do the IT? Well, actually,
We do.
it's a whole crew of men that are doing the IT. So can't blame us for that one. I can tell a story. So I was staying at my mom's house this past weekend, and I told you the story, but I'll now tell the live stream viewers. Oh my gosh. She had, my mom lives on a farm upstate, and she had She had an infestation of bees in the house.
Well, the way that I got exposed to this story originally was Dave, Dina's husband. I was like, how's upstate? And he was like, other side, I think. Other side.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Was like, it was great, but like, wow, there's just like a lot going on. It was like the bees and the all the people and the kids. And I was like, the bees. And then I was like, I'll figure it out later. And then you told me bee infestation, that she was just like, I think that the bees are in the oven.
Yes. So
Just
then
don't open it.
don't open the oven. Also, then can't heat the house because it's a stove. What do you call it? A wood burning stove that heats the house.
The whole house.
The bees were in the stove. She didn't want to deal with what was in the stove, and then so the house was freezing cold, infested with bees, and the bees were stinging the kids, the dogs. Everyone was getting stung by the bees.
I feel as though if that were happening in my home,
Yeah,
there was a bee and a single bee,
one bee. Yeah,
one single bee,
Uh-huh.
that would be priority number one. There would be literally nothing else that I would be doing. And it really speaks to how
Relaxed.
Like, what?
We're just relaxed. Like, yeah.
Okay, yeah, relax. That's one way of putting it. And like, why you can roll with the punches. Being raised in that type of environment, I'm just like, oh, Dina, it's no stress.
Yeah.
Because there could be a bee infestation, and
That's a nice way. That's a nice way to put it.
It's
I'll
great.
take that.
It's great.
Okay.
Can you hear?
It seems like
Are we good? Are we good?
I can't.
Da, 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 da. The men are on it.
The men are doing something.
The men are doing something. Should we talk about our last Chat GPT
Query? Sure.
Okay. Do you want to pull yours up?
Yeah.
My computer's over there, but
Okay.
great. Let's go test.
Oh, yeah. Mine was. Why is crypto down so bad today? That was about 5 minutes ago. Thank you. Oh.
Are we back?
Hey, Phantom. Oh.
We're so close.
Hi.
There we go.
Are we there? Are we there?
Oh my gosh, I can hear him.
Great.
There we go.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hello. Doing pretty well yourself?
I'm doing great. Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
So excited to chat with you. So,
Yes.
Phantom Bets, I don't know how exactly you want to be introduced, except for the only thing I know how to do is just to read your Twitter bio, which is full-time gambler, part-time winner. Do you feel like that sums it up for you?
That pretty much sums it up. Yeah, I'm a trader on Polymarket, and been doing this for about 4 years now. It's been fun. It's been a ride, and just in the past couple of years, like slowly getting introduced to crypto, which
Okay.
is nice as well. And
So
but yeah, I come from
Polymarket first. Crypto second.
again, Polymarket first, crypto very lightly second.
Wow, that's an interesting pipeline. You don't hear that type of pipeline too often.
Exactly.
Okay, so really excited to have you on because there's been a lot of Polymarket drama this past 2 weeks, week and a half. I want to say full disclosure that I love Polymarket, so none of this is it's all in love. Is everything okay? Audio-wise? But basically, what happened is the Nobel Prize was announced, I guess, last week. And there was a trader who put a bunch of bets on the woman who was, I'm just going to share my tab, the woman who ended up winning.
Yeah.
And folks found that very suspicious. And when I'm able to share my screen, I will. But basically, mainstream media picked up the story and was like, there's all this insider trading that's happening on Polymarket, and the Nobel Peace Prize Committee opened up an investigation, and everyone was like, there was a leak, it was espionage. And that was basically how the story was framed from the mainstream press perspective. And the whole time I was kind of like, man, I don't know, like that feels weird. Feels like a pretty high integrity organization for there to have been a leak of someone to, I don't know, it just seemed like an odd story. And then I saw your tweet, which was basically an investigation around the trader and also various ways in which they could have accessed the information in advance of in advance of the winner being announced. So I want to let you talk through that, but does that roughly sum up sort of the shape of the
Yeah.
story?
Pretty much. I think on Polymarket, it was a bunch of different wallets who might have been connected in some way. So it might have just been one trader. It could have been a little group or a bunch of people. But yeah, it was suspicious from the moment 12 hours before the woman who was 1% went all the way to 70, and then 12 hours later to 100. It was very weird for sure.
It was very weird. Okay, and then tell me about the sort of WordPress investigation that you had heard of that you wrote the thread about.
Yeah. So when this initially happened, 12 hours before, we were trying to figure out who could this person be. And the main wallet who was bidding up these shares was also changing their Polymarket bio in their profile to really silly trolling stuff.
Okay.
They did neg risk conversion, which means changing your no's from one bracket to yes of the rest of them. And that's a little like a technical Polymarket thing. So
Okay.
of all 70,000, however, million of wallets on the website, I think only a couple hundred might have known actually how to do this.
Okay.
So
It
we
was
thought
an
it must be someone.
inside baseball joke.
It must be someone in our it must be someone we might know who would know the technicals of the trades that they were making. So in our trading group, we looked at a couple of different wallets and a couple of accounts that we thought it would be. And then one of these traders ended up taking claim for being the quote unquote insider. So immediately I was like, okay, let me get some Twitter clout and interview you.
Nice.
And the interview was 1 hour of a lot of rambling, and they called all my questions speculation, which was not very fun. It was difficult. It was a difficult interview. But after that interview ended, I got a random DM from some Twitter account with just a link.
Okay.
And I link, and it's a picture of Maria Machado. And I'm like, okay, what do I do with this information? I say, so what is this supposed to tell me? They're like, this image was available online an hour and a half before the announcement of the Nobel Peace Prize. I was like, okay, this is amazing. So I start doing some digging, and it turns out there's something called an XML sitemap, which I think is what Google uses to index pages for whatever search engine, like for search engines. And apparently this image was available on the site an hour and a half before, not on the actual Nobel Peace Prize website, but this developer tool kind of website. So basically, knowing that it was available an hour and a half before, you could now think this is probably not exactly correct, but directionally correct as to how this trader or a group of them were able to find this information.
Which to you points to it being not a leak inside the Nobel Prize committee, it being just a very resourceful dev.
I think it's more resourceful than insider. I mean, there's five Norwegian people who know this information, and the guy I interviewed did not sound Norwegian.
Right.
He's a chronically online person. I don't think he has connections to the Nobel Committee, so I don't think it was nefarious, or it could be nefarious, but I don't think it was really an insider trade.
Yeah.
By the book.
It's just incredible to me the level of just resourcefulness that is evident in moments like this, where you're like, wow, someone just had to, like, I don't know, you wrote about like writing a script, writing a bot to be like monitoring the updates to this sitemap. Is that how you think that this happened? Like, what would it take to like be able to find this last modified image and to be able to connect the dots?
So it would take knowing that this XML sitemap exists. So the Nobel Peace Prize, the Nobel Committee website runs on WordPress, which I don't know much about it, but I've heard that it's low security, not the best thing you would want to use if you were trying to keep things not meant to be public, but staged, but set for staging public, right? So if this image was drawn and ready to be uploaded an hour before, because usually when we're setting up this stream, I'm in the backstage 5-10 minutes before.
Right.
But someone, if this stream was run on WordPress, maybe that someone could see that I'm about to go on stream before
Right.
I'm actually there, you know? So it would take knowledge, a little bit of technical knowledge, and I guess a bit of luck too.
Why don't you think that the story was picked up by the mainstream press? Like, it felt like when I saw your tweet, this one here that I have on the screen right now, I was like, that's a huge break in the story.
Yeah.
That I feel like should be covered. And it wasn't, I think, at least not yet. What do you have any ideas as to why?
So I didn't make a claim that this was exactly what happened, right? Because the trade happened 12 hours before.
Okay.
This only proves that it was an hour and a half before.
Okay.
So maybe it again, it's directionally correct that maybe this is sort of the thing they did, but this is not exact. I mean, Matt Levine, I think a couple of days ago, wrote about my tweet and talked about what I did. So I'm very happy that I was on a Bloomberg article a couple of days ago. Very congrats to me, no biggie. And then there was Wall Street Journal and other mainstream media that talked about the insider trading, but not exactly the investigation I did.
Yeah. Well, man, kudos to you. Really cool stuff. So you've been trading on Polymarket for 4 years. Like now that we're in the prediction market meta, has that changed your trading strategy at all? Like what's it like to have everyone join the party that you've been at for the past couple of years?
I mean, there's obviously more incentives for insiders now. I think Polymarket has over 4,000 markets, Kalshi over 17,000. And there's something for everyone. And if you're one of the 5 Norwegians or you're Taylor Swift's photographer when she got engaged to Travis Kelce, the night before the engagement announcement, her odds to be engaged went from 10% all the way to 50. That's a bit weird, right? And this happens a lot now. So watching out for insiders and hopefully either staying away from the market or even joining them is a new strategy that's developed. Whereas before it was do my own research or watch for news happening, and the moment the news happens, react to it. Now news doesn't even come out, and there's market movements, you know.
Interesting. So you're like, if there's a market where it's possible that there could be an insider situation, you're not interested in being involved in that market. Is that what I'm hearing?
It's tough. Like I have I guess a higher risk tolerance than some, so maybe I'm willing to fade the insider. I know the moment I saw this market, I bought some No. I bought No at 30%. I ended up selling it on another dip at like 60, so I made double my money there, which was nice. But after that, I just stayed away from the market because I said it just smells fishy. The traders in the market were not indicative of, like, they weren't fresh wallets per se. You know, when you're an insider, you want to join on a fresh wallet, fund it from a tornado or whatever, and really be anonymous. These ones were not as anonymous. So this one really was ugly. But other ones, there are times when I'll join an insider, or I'll try to fade one, and I fall flat on my face, you know.
Nice. Well, hey, thanks so much for joining us. Sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning, but if you ever have another story that you want to share on the live stream, just hit me up. We'd love to have you back.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be in New York next week, so maybe I'll see what I can do. But
nice.
Thank you so much.
All right, take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. So excited. I see our next guest has arrived and can't wait. That was really fun. I don't know if you were able to hear it, but I just love a Polymarket story. I love a Polymarket story. Great. Yeah, totally. Oh, I just got a mom question. Is my son able to be on the Wi-Fi? He is able to be on the Wi-Fi. He knows he can't look at YouTube. So there's no YouTube.
Heard him so very sweetly say to Miranda, excuse me, is there Wi-Fi here? And I was like, I have been there.
Can you just get eyes? He's playing Minecraft, right? Okay, great. Yeah. No. Wi-Fi is fine. No, YouTube is not. But thank you for hooking up. Okay. Yeah, YouTube is fine if you're
YouTube's wonderful.
if you're 18 plus, that's fine.
Okay, should we bring our next
Yes.
guest?
Samantha Cole, journalist from 44 Media.
Come on down.
Come on down. Hi.
You're here, and we can adjust the mic and stuff if it's not comfortable for you.
I'm Dina.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. We're so excited to have you. Thank you so much for making the journey from wherever you came from.
Oh, I came from South Brooklyn, so I'm
Great.
Oh,
you know
great.
basically the moon.
We have been spending this week. We were spending
Yeah.
a lot of time in South Brooklyn, and wow,
Nice.
so pretty.
Gorgeous.
We went to F&F Pizza last night.
I haven't been there.
Oh my gosh, Carroll Gardens, great.
Go.
Anyway, plug for them.
So Samantha Cole, I'll just do a quick little bio intro. You write from the far reaches of the internet about sexuality, the adult industry, online culture, and AI. You're the author of How Sex Changed the Internet and the Internet Changed Sex. We're huge 44 Media fans.
Huge. Huge fans.
And have told everyone again, go subscribe, go find it and subscribe to the newsletter. Incredible work that you guys do. So
Thank you.
so honored to have you.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Okay, so actually let's start with draft tweets. Do you have a tweet that you have?
I do. So I haven't like really actively been on Twitter in a minute.
Yeah.
But I used to save my tweets like a shrine. I had so many draft tweets that were all bangers, trust me. But unfortunately, somehow they're gone. I guess
Oh,
Elon
no.
decided to trash all the tweets when he took over.
Yeah.
All the drafts. But I did have 2 in there that I salvaged.
Okay.
They're not even that spicy, which is sad. I had some like
Some good ones.
some stupid ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you pull your mic a little bit
Yes.
closer? There you go.
I'll try not to fidget. I'm a fidgeter. So we'll try not to do that. This is, I guess, from when the Pulitzers were coming out and like everyone was like,
When the what?
the Pulitzers like
Oh.
were being announced, I
Okay.
guess last year, maybe 2 years ago. And it's like when a newsroom wins a Pulitzer, the whole newsroom wins a Pulitzer. So everyone
Okay.
in my timeline was like, I want a Pulitzer. I want a Pulitzer. And I was like, I did it. So my draft was me every time awards get announced that I didn't apply for after a year of doing nothing of significance. Oh man, I wonder if I won.
That hits.
Wow, that's
Like
really
sharing
good.
the Pulitzer announcement, being like, I wonder if I'm in here. Like, I didn't apply. Yeah.
Well, for the record, if I was on the Pulitzer committee, I would absolutely award you the Pulitzer.
Is my
The Pulitzer. I love that.
Okay, so we're so excited to chat with you. You wrote this piece this week, which I'll just bring up on the screen here, called ChatGPT's Hail Mary chatbots you can fuck, which is basically about the recent announcement by Sam
Yeah.
Altman that ChatGPT is going to allow for erotica mode in December.
Mode.
Yeah.
Activated.
Tell us about your piece.
Yeah. So Sam tweeted this, I think, on Tuesday. The tweet itself is really funny. I'm just gonna, if I can just read you like 2.
Yeah, I'll also bring it up.
2
I have
paragraphs of
it.
It's so good. But basically he was like, Sam Altman is like the king of like, we just got yelled at, but never saying that out loud.
Uh-huh.
So he said, we made ChatGPT pretty restrictive to make sure we were being careful with mental health issues, is how he opens this announcement. We realized this made it less useful / enjoyable to many users who had no mental health problems. But
Pause.
I'm like,
But-
but given the seriousness of the issue, we wanted to get this right. And then he talks about he's like basically like we solved mental health and also GPT-4 at the same time
Tiny.
in 2 months. And they are planning to roll it out with more personality. So the thing with and then he closes this tweet, which is about 300 words long. We're going to roll out age gating more fully, which means giving your ID to OpenAI. And we're going to treat adult users like adults, and will allow for even more like erotica for verified adults. So he starts with like, our users were mentally unwell and now they're not. and then ends with we're gonna let him fuck the bot as a reward.
Just for the record,
Insane.
17.9 million views on this tweet. So
Yes.
it got around.
And the replies are really funny. All the
Really, really
replies are
funny.
good.
Okay, so
but
tell
yeah.
us about your piece.
Yeah. So I mean, when I saw this, I was immediately like, okay, everyone is now like getting on the like fuckable chatbots bandwagon, even
mhm.
though like Sam Altman said like a couple months ago that he was never going to do that.
Yeah.
Now I think all these companies are realizing that what people actually want to do with these bots is like boyfriend mode, girlfriend mode.
Yeah.
AI girlfriends are huge. AI boyfriends are like also massive. I don't think people realize how much like erotica writing is going into AI chatbots
Yeah.
by women. So
Are you
representation
Looking
there, I
at
guess?
that, the subreddit, my AI
Yes.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Crazy
yeah.
stuff.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's really wild. And like for the record, I support fucking a chatbot. If that's what you want to do. I
Totally.
have no problem with like doing erotica, like erotic role play in a chatbot. That's fine. But it's like Grok was flopping and then they were like, oh, let's invite like spicy mode into the mix.
Mhm.
And now it's like, we have a crazy raccoon that curses. And now I have like a hentai waifu that you can like use in your Tesla. It's like, it's just, it's so blatantly like we're losing money. Time to bring in like
Sex.
sex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I felt
porn.
like I want to talk about the age verification thing because that feels like a huge issue. But
Yeah.
I found it really fascinating. You're tying it to the money
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
OpenAI and about like their hemorrhaging cash, which I think we've always known. But the numbers here that you had that CNBC reported was on track to lose $5 billion in 2024 when it made 3.7 billion.
It's not good.
And
Not good.
also how Sora 2, like their big recent swing,
Yeah.
is perhaps not the runaway success they wanted. And
Right.
so your speculation is that this is the adding of the erotica is an effort to
It's a business
Yeah.
it's a
decision.
business decision.
Yeah, I think so. And it's like the reason they're losing so much money is because people are outpacing the compute. Like they can't actually keep up with the amount that it costs to run.
Yeah.
How much people are using it. So it's not even that like ChatGPT is not getting used and it's like it's running out of cash because it doesn't have enough users. It's that pro subscription is like $200 a month,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And that's still not enough to keep it going and close that like $2.5 billion, $1.5 billion gap.
The margins of the business actually don't make sense.
Yeah, no, definitely not. So I'm sure they're gonna put erotica or like this adult mode behind a paywall.
Mhm.
And that'll be like a pro perk or like an extra level or something.
Mhm.
But people are already using it to do this. Like the AI is my boyfriend subreddit.
Yeah.
A lot of that is
Totally.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm curious how it's going to work, and I wonder how much of it is going to be like they're going to sell the data from that to like third parties and end up like
Mm.
making money that way.
Mm.
The age verification stuff is really bizarre because they I don't think can sell that data legally, but like, or they shouldn't. But people are going to be giving them a lot of like really relevant, sensitive information, like specific birth dates and specific ages and specific locations and where they're from, where they live. So that's like a very rich data trove. So it feels very like we're in trouble whenever you let them fuck the chatbot.
Yeah.
So,
It's like the surface area for all these other things around that
Yeah.
is where it gets really messy.
yeah, definitely. So
It's interesting you talking about it's not the fact that obviously they don't have enough users, it's that those users are so expensive. The compute
Right.
for those users is so expensive. And I had a friend who a few months ago got like really was like dating this guy, was sort of like had like in a somewhat normal way, like was obsessed with this relationship and was like, what's going on? And using ChatGPT to help her sort of work through
Yeah.
like what's happening. And then of course got over him and was like, oh my God, came out of the fog and was like, what the fuck was I
And I
doing?
was like, am I dating ChatGPT now?
Well, she asked ChatGPT, she was like, okay, how much compute did I use on going back
Oh
and
my
forth
God.
with you about this man. And it was like you could have powered a light bulb in an apartment for a week and a half. And I was like, that is so funny. That is so funny. So anyway, I feel like that's an interesting series of like how much compute have I used on specific things. And anyway, speaks to how often people are using it, how much relationships and like not
Yeah.
even, she wasn't using it for erotica, but she was using it for like a relational dynamic
Yeah.
and trying to sort
Almost
through
like
that.
therapy. It's like therapy
Yeah.
light.
Yeah,
Which is
therapy
a big use of it. It's like a lot of people are using it for
Yeah,
therapy. So
totally.
Okay,
So funny.
you wrote about the age gate, going back to the age gating tech. So obviously, a big part of it, the Sam's announcement is like it's for adults, and so
Yep.
there will be some sort of paywall in addition to ID verification. And you write an attempt to guess the user's age, and in some cases require users to upload their government issued ID in order to verify that they're at least 18 years old. Don't do that. Like, don't
Seriously,
upload.
don't.
Upload your ID.
it's bad.
Honestly, when T happened
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago, months ago, I don't know when that was, but it was such a wake up call to me where it's like we should not be uploading
No.
that personal information to private companies.
Mm.
And I mean, the AI and the same element of it, like aside,
Mhm.
just even uploading it to a private company in the first place, like feels, first of all, we have the technology to solve for that. There's all sorts of ZK cool stuff that you can do that you can verify your identity and in ways that don't require you uploading government
like
ID.
a selfie, like a KYC, like your face is next to is your ID, is the picture that they want usually
Yeah.
to like
I mean,
verify that you are the person who's in the ID.
there's plenty of ways now. And I think that like, I just, yeah, this feels like the most, honestly, the most concerning part of the story to me.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's definitely, and Discord was breached like last week. I think it was last week or maybe it was this week. I don't know. Time is like makes no sense anymore. But there was a huge Discord breach because Discord had to start taking IDs to verify ages for like certain channels. And like if you were going to be in like an adult or like a not safe for work channel, you had to give your ID to be able to access it.
Okay.
Yeah, certain like voice modes and things like that. Which is like, we don't want like children on Discord, obviously, like talking to adults about sex. Like that's not good either. But because this legislation forced Discord to start doing that, it was something in the UK that was passed. It was an Online Safety Act related
Mhm.
law. And then there's a bunch here in the States that are similar. They had to start taking those like IDs, selfies, like verifying like biometrically. And it says on the page where you do that, like it says something like we don't store your data or we're storing it safely or like we're storing it for 3 days or whatever. You can't believe that.
You can't trust it.
anymore.
Yeah.
And even if it's like 3 days is long enough for like someone to hack and
Yeah.
get all this information. So Discord was hacked and like tons of people's, we reported on this and we saw the dump of like all the images and people were just like selfies and pictures of our IDs and just like out there in the
Mm.
Home
wild. now.
addresses. like-
Addresses, home addresses, like all of it connected to like what they were doing in Discord and things like that. So it's really bad. Like I
Yeah.
can't, and it's like now we're gonna have like people's sexting conversations with ChatGPT hacked and leaked because it's gonna go into this like bucket with the age gated.
Yeah, a honeypot.
information.
Yeah, it's like such a honeypot
Yeah.
for a hacker to be
Yeah.
like, great, I can blackmail you in ways that you had never even conceived of before.
Right, exactly. It's very, yeah, the age verification stuff is very strange. And it's like if you're in like Missouri and a couple other states, you have to verify your age for Blue Sky.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
It's crazy. It's like platforms that are not porn sites, platforms that are like just social media sites. You have
Yeah.
to do this now in certain states in the US. So get a VPN.
I want to hear your like bull case for people being able to have for this mode on
Oh, for
OpenAI and ChatGPT, because a friend of mine, and by that I mean someone I follow on Twitter,
A close personal friend.
a close personal friend, tweeted something along the lines of like, I think sexual repression is good for society. Like that's like loosely
Cool.
what it was. And I'm curious, like, obviously I don't think that's your take. So I'd love to hear why it's not.
I mean, I'm not super into like it being on ChatGPT where people are doing this. People have been rolling their own LLMs since ChatGPT and a lot of these chatbots became
Mhm.
mainstream because they were so guardrailed that people were like, we want like the uncensored version of this where I can like say whatever, do whatever, and it won't tell me that that's like against the terms. So I'm pro actually using like a self-rolled, and it's not hard, LLM to do that sort of thing. And that way it's contained. It's not owned by a platform. It's not, Sam Altman's not going to see it, you know, like hackers aren't going to see it ideally. So if that's like the kind of like, if you want to be like storyboarding for a novel or like writing actual erotica and like working out like the stories of it or whatever, I think that's fine. That's like people's prerogative or whatever. But doing it on this centralized platform like ChatGPT is really scary to me. But I do think it's like, I think people are working out stuff with ChatGPT that maybe they don't have access to therapy or they don't have access to like friends or friend group.
Yeah.
That they can like freely say things to. So maybe there's like a use in it there. But I also don't think it's most people. I don't think most people actually want to
Have a
fuck the
relationship.
chatbot.
Yeah.
But I do think a lot of people who are used to talking to ChatGPT, and especially 4.0, which was very sycophantic.
Yeah.
It was so sycophantic that they pulled it. And then, and
To
now
the
they're saying,
devastation of
to the devastation
the
of
AI
many
girlfriend
yeah.
or my
AI
AI boyfriend.
yeah, people did not have a good time with that. Like they really crashed out when
Crashed out.
Yes. Yeah. And it's like, these are the users that you're talking about are like stable and healthy and ready to handle like
Well, they solved mental health.
they solved
crisis.
it. They solved it. So it's
Sam
fine.
himself.
Yeah. The very stable and mentally well Sam Altman solved depression and anxiety. But yeah, I think it's something that people should be allowed to do, but I think people should not be turning to it as like the first line of like socializing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What do you think of Sora?
Oh my God. Sora. So I played with Sora a little bit after the rights holders thing.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have discussed this, but like, again, Sam Altman got yelled at and had to change it so you can't do copyrighted characters at all.
Something happened with Martin Luther King Jr.'s estate
people were
today.
making
Like,
today,
I
really?
think something happened like
Okay.
today or yesterday. Yeah, I'm
Because
not
I emailed them and I was like, "What do you think about people using MLK's likeness to like complain about copyright law?"
Yeah,
And they didn't reply. But
Okay.
maybe they got the email.
Yeah, exactly.
I should ping them again. But Sora's just like, it's like humor for 14-year-old boys. I don't know. And it feels like that's a lot of like Gen AI as far as like the image stuff.
Yeah.
Is very like, I can make Pikachu and Spider-Man hang out. It's like, that's something that like a middle schooler
Is
and
really
that's all it
excited
is. It's
about.
like Jake Paul doing a makeup tutorial.
Totally.
Is all Sora is now.
Yeah.
So
Kate and 14-year-old boys. I also saw something from
and it is, I laughed at the first like 4 times you see something like that. Like I laughed. I'm not above it at all.
Yeah,
That's also like very much aligns with my humor. But then you see it like 20 more times.
and it loses everything.
And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
God, like enough.
Yes,
Let's
totally.
move on from this.
The most creative thing that I saw on there was actually posted by our friend Dylan Aprescato, and it was Mark Cuban. And he was letting, you can do the settings where anybody can use your likeness.
Yeah.
And he did everybody, but it had, I'm forgetting the name of his pharmaceutical company on it. But anytime anybody was using his likeness, it was an ad for his pharmaceutical company, which famously, like his pharmaceutical company has given access to many people to get medicine that they couldn't afford before.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. I'm a Mark Cuban stan, which I know is maybe upsetting to some, but I was like, that's smart. That's really smart. And I can get on board
That
with
is smart.
And like, if you're gonna be a public figure like that, like use it to your advantage. And
Yeah,
he did
for
it
sure.
in a thoughtful way. Okay. We do this thing called Chill Minute. I don't know if you have anything you want to shill.
Oh my God. I thought I really was having a hard time with this because I've lost the ability to show anything except for my own fucking website, which is really
mean,
sad.
Oh,
that
do
could-
it.
that
But
could
you guys
work.
have showed that already. No, I'm gonna
we could
show
do
it.
that. Do 4-4.
No. I mean, subscribe to 404 for sure. That'll be my
Great,
show.
great.
And
Your shill, if 3 seconds.
My show 3 seconds. I would say my show would be, since we're talking about like privacy and stuff.
Okay, hold on. Okay, go.
Time me. Okay.
Time me.
I think everyone should be on a service that erases your personal information from like data brokers and people finder sites.
Great.
So there's a bunch of these. I use Delete Me, and I'm not going to shill for them because they are an advertiser for 404, and they should pay me for that. But they're great, and it's a service that it finds wherever you're mentioned, and then you also can like set it to like family members, so like your parents, your partner, your roommate, anyone who has like information about where you've lived in the past like 10 years. I put like college stuff in there, and it's supposed to find and erase that information from like,
Wow.
because you can request to get that stuff taken off of like a people finder site or like these data broker sites.
Yeah.
But it takes fucking forever.
Yeah.
So do that, and also like do whatever sex workers are doing to protect yourself on the internet, because they're the masters of this and they know how to do that the best. And they're definitely using those services, and also like sites that erase your like likeness from other places.
Perfect timing.
Wow.
Perfect timing. And a perfect show too.
Yeah, a really excellent show.
Really wonderful.
Sam,
And subscribe
thank
to
you
404.
Yeah, for real. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
It's such a delight. I
fun.
really love your work. I read it all the time.
Thank
and
you.
it's just a pleasure to be able to talk to you.
Yeah,
about it.
thank you.
Thanks. All right, do I just skitter
There
around?
you go.
There you
There you
go. See you later.
Okay. Just a quick Gatorade break.
Gatorade break. I think that we should. Oh, you shared your ChatGPT recent ChatGPT.
Yeah, what's
history.
yours?
Okay. Well, I wrote the newsletter today. So it's definitely, I'm going to skip all my grammar. Grammar check. And let us look at the past.
Okay. Oh, you got one?
None that I'm willing to share.
Okay, great. Then let's just quickly go to the Avi Heineken unexpected collab.
Unexpected collab. Let's see it. Are you showing your screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen here. So loyal viewers will know that last week, was it last week? We had on Avi
2 weeks
Schiffman?
ago. Last time
2
we were in the studio.
We had on Avi Schiffman, who is the founder of friend.com. He came on, lovely guy, talked to us about his friend invention. And he was a real good sport. Let us read some
Really good
very,
sport.
very mean tweets.
Mean.
And he took it on the chin. So honestly, had a new level of respect for him after that chat. Anyway, he's been all over the New York City subway
Everywhere.
system, also
LA
LA
too.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. He did a huge media buyout to promote Friend. Got got vandalized, as you can expect, and then the vandalism became also art and marketing.
And then the guys from Danger Testing, did you see this?
I didn't tell me.
They created a tool, app, website, either one of those, where you could vandalize it virtually.
It's
And then
incredible.
that was mentioned in the New York Times. So like it's so meta. We're
Yeah,
layers,
yeah.
so many layers.
Totally. And
Yeah.
I just feel like all of this serves his ultimate purpose, which is to get people talking about Friend.
Uh-huh.
And then today or yesterday, a new level was reached, which was
New level unlock.
totally a Heineken ad billboard that says the best way to make a friend in italics is over a beer, and then it has kind of like a
version of Friend.
version of a friend that's very. It's
I don't
clearly
know what, I don't know what the little.
an homage.
Oh, it's
it's
a bottle
opener.
opener. Oh, even. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, that makes sense.
And I guess it's on 42nd Street. So
Huge win. Honestly,
huge win for Avi. Congrats.
Congrats.
This is
Yep.
exactly.
the crowd is cheering.
I think big validation for him. This ad, I don't know. I guess we're talking about it, but it's not my I don't know that this ad in particular is that
You don't need that ad.
innovative. I guess
Mhm.
except for that it's like yes, if
Yeah,
you know, you
it's
know.
it's referencing.
So
Okay.
it's not
Our next guest here, Parker J. Patriot.
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 Come up on stage.
We love. Come on down.
Parker is leads consumer partnerships at Base, and is a friend. And the first, we were talking about this before you got here, the first boys club,
The first boy.
the first boy ever, founding boy. And
Wow,
it's
you
so
look
nice to see you.
So great.
You
So
look
you're just
beautiful. And yeah,
Parker,
just someone I could not love
hi.
more. Welcome.
welcome to the show.
I love this.
It's very Watch What Happens Live inspired, which
Amazing.
I don't know if anybody knows the references.
I don't know that Parker would.
watching.
Is her mic okay? Great.
Great.
How's it going?
Great. Wonderful.
Great.
So happy to see you guys.
Do you have any draft tweets to start? It's a good warm up.
I do, and I may have one or two.
Okay, great. Let's go.
Read it.
Let's do it.
Go. Let's hear
I
it.
was really debating about this, but I'm just gonna do the most recent two in my drafts.
Great.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Because you have a lot. You have a lot drafted.
Yeah, I do.
You draft. You.
I can see that.
I
for
can see you drafting and not sending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the first one.
Uh-huh.
The inability to date, dance, or socialize without alcohol is a skill issue.
I like
I
it.
agree.
And I think it's true.
I think you're right.
And I think you should send that one.
And I think I
yeah.
have
Thank
that That's a good one, Parker.
Thank you. Okay, number two, and happy to elaborate on any of these points. Propaganda I'm not falling for.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Love this format.
Pop-up shops,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
TikTok,
Oh, wow.
electric vehicles, or what I like to call big EV,
Okay.
Okay.
standing in line,
Okay.
I'm with you.
self-infantilization. So like when people are like adulting,
Mhm.
Oh, ew. Yeah, that's a good one.
and
Okay.
performative activism.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow. Wow.
Nice.
Parker. Okay.
An unexpected one in there around EVs. As a like pro technology person, tell me more about that take.
I'm pro tech, but the tech has to actually work.
Okay.
And this summer I was in Italy
Mhm.
renting a car, and it failed to work. It was an electric vehicle.
Okay.
Failed to work.
And my fiance and I were driving for literally 8 hours from charging station to charging station, and none of them worked.
Oh.
And so it resulted in a situation
That's
where we had
upsetting.
to like postpone our flight and like stay an extra day in
Mm.
this area.
Okay.
And
that
after
might be
that-
an Italy issue.
Yeah,
I have to
I
say.
do- I do think-
It may be, but it's
Yeah.
still an EV issue.
Yeah, totally.
I do
Yeah.
think the technology exists.
I also think that electric vehicles, they're not designed for a road trip. That's what I've heard from
It's
people.
true.
We're stretching
And
it with that.
This wasn't
Use
really a
case.
road trip. It was more just like a short drive. It was supposed to be a short drive.
Okay, well, can
Okay.
I chill for a moment because our
Oh,
friend
chill moment.
our friend has a EV. I don't want to out her for having one, but like I've been driving in her EV, and
Yeah.
okay,
Miranda has an EV.
Miranda has an EV,
I love this EV. I
Yeah.
love that word now.
and
I love
she-
this
now-
self-identification.
now everyone knows Miranda, and
she loves it.
she loves it. And I will say I've been driving in it with her, and she lives in a suburb north of the city. I won't dox your location, Miranda, but in and out of the city, you come into the city, you do your thing, you go back upstate, you plug in the vehicle overnight. It's like incredible for that type of movement and for
Yeah.
that type of usage.
Okay. She's
And never once have I been to a gas station with her, and I've driven her car a lot at this point. So
Yeah.
I will say the technology exists and the use case exists, but perhaps in Italy in the countryside, maybe
Mm.
not.
I like hearing that.
Okay.
Okay, let's jump into it. Go
we
ahead.
have a lot of things we want to talk to you about today.
Yeah.
I think we should start with Gen Z investing habits.
Okay.
And you sent me some notes about this. I would love to hear you talk about it. I do want to get into the buy now, pay later phenomenon and the article that we talked about, but would love for you to just kind of give your thesis, your overview.
Yeah. So I've been thinking about this a lot. I love the Wall Street Journal, and I was recently reading an interesting article that said that today 40% of 25-year-olds have an active investment account, whether it's like stock trading, crypto, casual. And 10 years ago in 2014, only 6% of 25-year-olds had an
Wow.
active investment account. And that's a pretty crazy gap.
Mhm.
So it begs the question, why?
Mhm.
And one popular hypothesis is that Housing today is very expensive. So where young people used to invest in housing or property more, that now feels out of reach for them. So they're instead deploying their capital into kind of stocks, crypto, casual investing. I think there's something missing though from that hypothesis. And I think it's the fact that investing and trading is primarily a social activity. If you look at where active investors and traders are going and what they're doing online, they're in, Telegram group chats, they're in Discord, they're on Reddit. And so it's a very social and virtual first thing where people are sharing ideas, sharing the highs and lows of their investment strategy. And so my thesis is that because Gen Z is so virtual first today, the ideas and concepts around investing are proliferating faster. And there's more connectivity around that. So it's leading to more people to invest.
That makes sense to me. I also think that the ease and trust of exchanges like a Robinhood or a Coinbase, or that's become it's made it so straightforward, and you're not needing to call a broker or sign on to a Fidelity account or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like really anybody could be a day trader at this point. Essentially.
Yeah.
And so I think that both of those things, I think you're right that it's like a social activity. And I think there's a disillusionment around wealth building that was possible generations prior, and all of those things sort of leading to this. I know there's a lot of studies around that Gen Z and young millennials, a huge part of why they online gamble is because they're like, this is the only way that I'm going to have some sort of outsized wealth moment for myself, because it's no longer this steady financial system that you can trust, essentially. So that makes a ton of sense. I think also the social aspect of it does go into the buy now, pay later article, which was essentially this New York Times article that was titled, "They Got to Live a Life of Luxury, Then Came the Fine Print." And it basically covers the main premise of this story is following a young woman who's now in her 30s, but talks about how she went into insane credit card debt and Klarna debt when in her early 20s, and how that happened, and sort of following her story. And then some data around how common this is, which is really sad, and where it's rooted in, which is basically you TikTok lifestyle, wanting to show wealth online, and now having the ability to do that with payments that feel free but are certainly not. So anyway, I'm curious if you're seeing that and what you think about that article.
Yeah, I think it's a super interesting article that's really illuminating how young people are spending their money today, and the mechanisms they're using to participate in consumerism. I think a lot of consumerism for Gen Z today, especially for women, is very performative. And it's almost like consumerism is becoming an identity for a large subset of people, especially in these realms of TikTok, for example, where it's oh, this is what I'm buying, this is what I'm wearing, I'm obsessed with this new product. And it's consumerism isn't a personality trait. It's so fun to shop and be into different types of things, whether it's fashion, beauty, furniture, etc. But I think people are really identifying with consumerism to signal an in-group status in certain trends. Even for example, in the West Village where I live, every single girl has the same kind of lobster fishnet shoes. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, the ballet flats. And it's crazy to see these trends just come and go so fast, and see that be proliferated on social media. And I think there's a lot of younger consumers out there today who don't understand the risks of, or the terms of, what they're engaging with buy now, pay later.
I will say one, just sort of devil's advocate take is that when I read this article, I was like, well, there's a bunch of predatory things that the company and that category of financial services company does that is awful and we should look at and probably regulate.
Yeah.
But shopping addiction has always existed.
Yeah.
And that expression of mental illness, honestly, like it's been with us for a
Yes,
while.
yes.
So I don't want to like unfairly villainize. Like I do think that the predatory aspects need to be like tapped down for sure. But
Mhm.
there's also a part of me that's like, man, was that woman always going to find a way, whether through
Yeah, it's
credit
a
card
great
debt
point.
or whatever?
I
to-
think two things around that. One is that in the article, she said her Visa credit card had a strict 2,000 monthly spending limit, but
Mhm.
Klarna alone offered her a $12,000 limit to use at any given time. And so I think, yes, and like,
Yeah, totally.
it's just proliferated this problem in such a major way. And then I think to what you're speaking of, I think like trends and consumerism and signaling with things that you buy has always been something that people have done. But I actually put this tweet in the newsletter today, and I think speaks to this. At Dolly Soul Siren tweeted this 5 years ago, so a while ago, but said, IDK had to explain, but TikTok is making people switch up style and aesthetics so quickly, and as a result, leading to rapid consumerism. They're literally the fast fashion. It is literally the fast fashion structure. Buy it when it's cute and alt, ew, and then dump it and repeat the cycle. And I think to many, TikTok has done this in many cases, but I think specifically in consumerism has made this like fast thing about buying as well,
Right.
not just watching and
Yeah.
consuming.
I agree. And I also think it kind of goes back to what you were saying before about the barriers to entry being lower and the friction being reduced in terms of when you were saying how people can invest. It's the same with now how people can buy.
Yeah.
And so like the technology and the offering is right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so much lower friction to choose to do that. All it takes is like a split second decision.
Mhm.
Whereas before, like getting a loan was so much more difficult and rigorous and time intensive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about you're working in crypto every day. Tell us about your thoughts on how crypto adoption is shifting
Yeah.
right now.
Great question. So 20% of Americans use crypto or hold some form of crypto today. I think right now we're really at a breakthrough moment for crypto adoption, particularly for enterprises, institutions, commerce, different kinds of businesses. And that's super exciting to see. It really feels like we're moving into a new chapter. Like Shopify has enabled USDC payments on Base. JP Morgan is experimenting with tokenizing customer deposits. Even the Metropolitan Museum of Art, like a very cultural institution, is experimenting in engaging their audience in new ways on chain. And I think it's a really important moment for the industry and something that I feel like in my time in crypto, I haven't seen before.
Amen.
I love to see it. I love to see
We
it.
love to see it.
Do you think, I know this of you, and I think for both of us, one of the things that has drawn us to crypto initially was this like sort of anti-establishment sentiment, the ideals around decentralization. And I think that it's amazing to see institutions getting involved. It's amazing to see like mass adoption happening and sort of this move towards it being more common. Do you think something is lost in it no longer sort of having the moving away from, I guess, the initial principles that drew us into the industry?
That's a great question. And no, I
Okay.
think technology,
No.
my philosophy is that technology is inherently neutral, right? So it's all about how we use it. And while we're moving into, I would say, a phase of crypto and blockchain adoption that is more commercialized, enterprised, institutional, there's still very much alive and well the degenerate side of crypto that's working against those establishments.
Yeah.
And both can exist at the same time. And I think just because we're seeing the opening of, a possibility of a wider target addressable market for crypto in this enterprise and institutional adoption,
Mhm.
it won't make the like OG believers or, you know, the pro DeFi degenerate people go away. Like that's going to remain strong in my opinion. I think it might grow at less of a faster rate of onboarding and adoption than the enterprise side, which will be more under the hood. But I think both can exist at the same time.
It's a yes and. It's improv.
Okay, last note here is around fertility. I know this is a topic that you're very passionate about. What I just have fertility here as a note. Tell me,
I love
tell
that.
me here what you're thinking about.
Yeah. So if you've been online, you've seen the discourse.
Never been there.
I don't know her.
I'm sure that you've seen the discourse on like birth rates being in decline,
Yeah.
fertility being in decline. People are posting charts, but
People are posting
They
charts.
sure are posting charts though. Like I've seen so many
charts.
birth rate charts
Yes.
Yeah.
that I'm like, man, okay,
Yes.
like we gotta stop with the birth rate charts. Also, I'm like, that starts to I start to wonder how like valid, true, accurate, whatever. Anyway, keep going.
yeah. So I think like the charts don't lie, but at the same time, I think we need to take a step back because a lot of people are posting charts without understanding what they mean. And a lot of people are using these terms fertility and birth rates interchangeably, and they're actually not the same thing. And I think to like get a more nuanced understanding of what actually is happening in our society, we need to like distinguish and define those terms. So like fertility, in my opinion and definition, is the ability to reproduce, the ability to conceive. It's true that fertility has been declining for both men and women over the past 10 to 20 years in America, aka infertility has been on the rise. At the same time, and separately, birth rates are the amount of children a woman is having, right, on average. And that has also been declining, but they're two different things. And I think that's important to distinguish because there are a lot of people who maybe are having trouble reproducing or conceiving that want to have kids. There are also a lot of people that have the ability to conceive naturally, healthily, and are choosing to not have kids or delaying having kids. And so I just think that's like an important nuance to
And not
bring
to
into the
conflate those two
conversation.
things
Yeah.
necessarily.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I also have a note here related misconceptions of right-wing / trad wives.
Yes. Very passionate about this. There's been a lot of discourse as well about trad wives, right? Like Ballerina Farm, Nara, et cetera, et cetera. I just think we need more representation of trad wives because we're only seeing one archetype. We're seeing the stay-at-home mom, like make butter from scratch, like have 12 kids. And
do you know that Ballerina Farm's 12 children? I didn't know that.
I did. Anyway, but there's a lot that can be said. There's a lot that can be said, but yeah, keep going.
There's a lot of Ballerina Farm lore.
Yeah,
totally.
But I just think generally, like, we should see more representation in the trad wife community in terms of like what we're seeing online. I wanted to raise awareness about that because there is
noted.
There is a large like demographic of trad wives that are like stay-at-home moms, which is like amazing. But there are also many trad wives that are in the workforce and like whether it's by necessity or choice.
You're really giving trad wife today with your headband.
Thank you.
You look great.
Bringing headbands back.
I'd also like to raise awareness of trad wives.
Noted, heard. But if all of these people are trad wives, like what
isn't a trad wife?
Isn't a trad wife? Like by that definition, I might be a trad wife, and I certainly don't think
that's so valid.
I certainly don't think that I consider myself that.
Yeah, that's super valid. I think
maybe a trad wife is what you make of it.
I think
you're
opting
opting
are
into
kind
being
of a self-ident. Like I would need to think more. I don't want to answer that on the spot. But what I will say is that I think trad wives or the general like archetype or perception of them is kind of espousing family, espousing a marital unit, espousing pronatalism. And I think there's a range within that, right?
Yeah,
totally.
So I think we should draw more attention to like the spectrum. If you are interested in like a deeper dive into this, I was reading a really interesting Wall Street Journal article that actually inspired me to bring this up, that goes into women who identify as trad wives, but are working like extremely high profile, difficult jobs in the government. So I thought that was an interesting piece and wanted to draw attention there.
I love it.
Okay, you have, I mean, maybe your show minute was tradwiving, but you have a show minute.
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna do your bag.
Yeah, I'd love to show.
Great, let's see. I'd
the
love to see
I
what's in
love
your
a
bag.
bag shill.
Parker's going to show us what's in her bag. And I can't wait to see.
Okay, I'm so excited. So, what's in my bag? I have my lip gloss.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
A
This
must.
is nice. It's
Oh,
moisturizing.
You got to, yep, nice.
Laneige.
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 Mhm.
Laneige, great. Classic.
I also have my wired headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Love them. I carry this pumpkin everywhere with me. This is my good luck pumpkin. If I go into a meeting without this, it's like jinxed. So my pumpkin stays strapped
I did not
on me.
see that coming. Wow. Okay.
What's the purpose? Just festive season.
In fall,
Uh-huh.
fall is
In
when
fall.
the fall is when the witches come out.
Uh-huh.
And there's like good witchcraft, but there's also bad witchcraft. But if you have a pumpkin, it kind of acts as like an aura shield.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I recommend, especially for like business purposes, like don't go into a business meeting without this.
Okay.
Heard.
The other thing I wanted to share is
Okay.
this great book, Setting the Table by Danny Meyer.
Oh, it's a great book. It's a
Great book,
It's a great
classic.
book.
Show it to the
camera,
camera
please.
here.
Danny Meyer, an exceptional
It's a
business.
classic. If you want to learn more
mind.
about New York City restaurant history and entrepreneurship,
Great.
read this book.
Also, I just found out that Cafe Pana, sorry to take away from
No,
it.
no.
Cafe Pana, which is a very famous ice cream shop here in New York, is Danny Meyer's daughter. Which, wait,
Nepo
I
allegations.
love,
Okay.
no, I love a Nepo baby that has done something great. It's
Uh-huh.
a great business. It's an incredible product.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, if you're going to be a Nepo baby, do something great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she has done that. And so I respect that a lot anyway.
I had no idea. That's
I
so
just
much
found that
lore.
out. So much lore.
I
Okay,
love
anything
that for
else in the
her.
bag? Or is
No,
that it?
that's
Wow.
it. Yeah.
Really
Incredible.
great. Parker, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having
What a
me.
wide range of topics we've covered here. But love you so much.
Love you too.
Thanks, Parker.
Thank you.
Okay. That's
our show.
Our show.
Any
And
any parting words, Natasha?
the parting words are going to be that we are going to be here next week.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a fun lineup of guests,
Mm-hmm.
and then we are taking a week off.
Yes.
So that's something for people to note.
Yep.
The other things that I'll say is that we're going to be at Dev Connect in November.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would like to be at Dev Connect with us, which I highly recommend,
Totally.
high recommendation.
Hi.
Yes, the
Sure.
highest. You can hit partnerships at boysclub.vip.
Nice.
That's my show minute.
Great.
Anything for you, Dad?
No, Jay asked, is that Cool Blue Gatorade or the base juice? Which is a really funny,
That's
really funny comment.
That's really, it's
we-
Glacier Freeze.
We're trying to get sponsored by Gatorade. You have to and Red Bull and Prime, really any energy, any of the energy drinks. Yeah, you hit us up, partnerships at boysclub.vip. We genuinely drink it, like genuinely.
It's
So-
no,
So
yeah, we've gotten quite a few people hooked. Okay, thanks so much. What a pleasure to be here. That's our show.
bye.
Oh, my computer's down too.